The next several examples all deal with more or less going through those same steps, but then applying the correct interpretation at the end. So in example 3, the revenue in dollars from the production and sale of X units of a particular item is given by the following function. We want to first find R prime of X, which is the marginal revenue function. We can do that in Symbolab, and our result should be negative 2.2008x plus 2,975.7788. Then we want to evaluate the original revenue function at 1,272. That should give us 2,004,761.04. And then we want to evaluate the marginal revenue function, R prime, at 1,272, and that should give us 176.3612. Then in part C, we're asked to interpret these results, and it tells us that when 1,272 units are produced and sold, the revenue is our total revenue at that point. So $2,004,761.04, and is, in this case, increasing because the result of our derivative at that point is positive. So it's increasing at a rate of $176.36 per unit. What we can do now is combine those two values to come up with an approximate for if production was increased to 1,273 units, then the total revenue will be the sum of those two values. So $2,004,937.40. Example 4 is going to be similar, but now we're dealing with a profit function. We would still start off by finding P prime of X, which is the marginal profit function. And using Symbolab, we could find that that's negative 0.1042x plus 313.6408. Evaluating the original function at 3,353 would give us a result of 456,194.586. And evaluating the marginal profit function, P prime, at that same result, that same X value, should give us negative 35.7418. This tells us that at a production level of 3,353 units, the total profit will be $456,194.59. And that profit is decreasing since our marginal profit value, the result from our derivative function, is negative. So that's decreasing at a rate of $35.74 per unit. What that means is that if production was increased by 1 to 3,354 units, total profit would be approximately, again, the sum of those two values, or in this case, really it's subtraction. Our approximation is $456,158.85, because we would expect our total profit to drop by $35.74.